I am Charlotte Coro, born and raised in Uganda, living here in California, USA. Ekyantandikise business age nkatandika business age. My sole purpose was to really be a stay-at-home mom. That when I lived in Uganda, I didn't see myself. I was a career woman. I worked with Barclays Bank. I worked with Bank of Africa. I worked with MTN. So I was more like in the corporate world. And I thought that was me. I thought that was how I would find myself. But after having got married and started having a family, wow, it hit me how hard it is to go to work a 9 to 5, come back home with zero energy. I can't cook my husband a meal. I can't get anything done at home. I'm completely done and drained. And I was like, this is not the life I want. When I first came to the US, the first job that I got was to work at a school. I was working at a school integrating immigrant kids, especially from Africa, which was really nice. Africa and Middle East, integrating them into the US system. Personally, I was new myself. I was a year in, and I was here integrating these high school kids at an international high school, integrating them into the US system. So there are kids from Ethiopia, Eritrea, and the Middle East, and they were learning English. So we're really helping them with that part. And then after that, and I remember just getting home, how tired and exhausted I would be, after a long day of work. So when I started having kids, I knew that wasn't going to be my life. I realized I had tested that and I was like, that's detestable. I want to be present for my husband. I want to be present for my kids. And that's not going to be worth it for me. First of all, what they paid me would be the cost of going back to pay for daycare. So I started devising means on how I wanted to live my life here abroad. And I had all the stories. I had all the jobs that they said were, the jobs to do, but that wasn't for me. So I started discovering myself online. And that's what I have been doing. It's been the biggest blessing. What I want to remind people is that when you start working online, you don't have it all figured out, but you got to get in to learn. You must take that first step. And that's the fear most people have. Like, oh, online, I cannot. You got to take that first step to discover yourself. And you'll be amazed how fast and how much you can grow and how all this business, it all comes back together. So I want to encourage someone out there who is skeptical. They want to do something for themselves. They want to start a business on their own. They want to plan for retirement. They want to get that work-life balance and that freedom to be able to spend more time with your family and loved ones. But you must take that first step and just plug in and learn. You have no idea where this business could take you. So after that, I started working online. I am a jeweler. I have a jewelry brand that I run fully in my house. And after that, I came across this business. My goal is, it's biblical, 7 businesses, right? Sources of income. You're still there thinking one source of income is enough. No, people ask me sometimes, but if your business is working, why do you have to start all these different businesses? I'm like, wait a minute, you can never have enough businesses. You can never have enough multiple sources of income is the way to go in this economy now. So if you're still really relying on one income, it's not gonna cut it, right? And my businesses, I realize sometimes some don't do well in the summer, some do well in the winter. So it really ends up working perfectly together for me. So this digital business has been such a blessing. The amazing community, the amazing women that I get to meet, the financial freedom that you had Charity talking about it. We are planning. We have a 5-year, 10-year, 20-year plan here. This is just not a business. It's here for 5 years or 2 years and it's done. It's a very it has longevity, and it's a business that we can pass on to our kids and build a legacy while at it. So why not? We are building strong, we're building deep, and we're building wide. And we want to encourage you, take that step of faith. This is a legitimate business. This is a very lucrative business. And there is nothing to lose by coming to check it out. So if you have any questions, to Yaha or the Uganda or the whichever part of the world you are connecting, and we can still connect and really show you how we are doing it. We can show you how we're doing it and how we're pursuing our freedom as moms, as women, as busy workers, Joan will tell you how many shifts she used to work, and now she's finding that freedom and that peace in having a digital business. It's a teacher, you know, I'm not. We are just realizing there's more for us. There is more. There's a piece of taking the online space for everybody, but you gotta take that chance. Don't come as an immigrant and feel like, oh, your job is to just do whatever is available. No, there's so many options. You can better your life by saying yes to yourself. Thank you so much, Amita. That's all I can share today.
All right, thank you so much. Twebale nnyo webalire ddala neera abali eyo alina kyayogeddeko kyagambye mbuno omuntu omubuuza oba bizinensi ekola bulungi lwaki onoonya zino sente ani yakulimba abantu babeera n'amabizinensi olowooza ani alina ebizimbe e Kampala olowooza alina ekizimbe kimu abalina ebizimbe e Kampala balina ebizimbe bimu kiri kimuleetera sente kiri wekigaana nekirala kimuleetera so n'olwekyo kyekimu n'ekyakola so ngenda kugenda ku ase omujamani omusomesa wamma tubuulire
Banange nsanyusa obbalaba akawungeezi akalungi wano ejamani kawungeezi bannange abamu bali mu mattansejjere abamu bali mu matulutulu so wana wange kawungeezi ssaawa ziri 12 n'ekitundu. It is 6:30 here in German. Greetings. It's a fine afternoon. It's Thursday afternoon. I love Thursday evenings kubanga zo twazeekwata, and you're going to still have a lot of us mugenda